We're going to send it now to our producer, Ryan Swanigan, who joins us live from the 1011 Now Weather Shield with a look at conditions across the city. Ryan, what's it look like?
Well, Brad, good morning to you from the Shield. Right now we're at 48th and Fremont going northbound towards Cornhusker Highway, Highway 6. It's very interesting out here because I got into work about 11 p.m. last night, and the flakes weren't like what you're seeing now. There are some pretty thick snowflakes coming down right now, and conditions are already a little bit slippery out on Lincoln roads, too. Some of them are completely covered in snow where you cannot see the lines in the road. So be advised of that if you're out and about this morning, and there are a few people already out. The wind also impacting visibility is probably down to maybe 2 miles, I'd say, maybe less than that at this point as we get ready to turn onto Cornhusker Highway. So use caution this morning. Of course, city officials as well as NDOT and Nebraska State Patrol all advising caution this morning if you do need to be somewhere. Again, I'm just surprised at how thick the snowflakes are this morning to this point. Very interesting to see this. So we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the morning on conditions outside, school closures, as well as what the city and the state is doing in terms of plowing city streets and state roads as well. Brian.
All right, Ryan Swanigan, producer Ryan Swanigan reporting there for us. And break.
All right, we are tracking the winter weather on the roads around the capital city. 1011 this morning, producer Ryan Swanigan joins us live from the 1011 Now Weather Shield. We'll look at some of those conditions right now. It sounds like it's getting a little slippery out there.
Yeah, Brad, it's getting interesting. You just talked about the wind gusts back and forth, and basically visibility right now. It is definitely down to a mile, probably less than that at times, and that wind really gusts up there. The other thing too, Brad, that we're starting to see is we're starting to see drifting in open areas on roads. Right now I'm on West O coming up to about Northwest 16th or Northwest Roundhouse, somewhere in there, and you can see the wind starting to really affect visibility, but it's also drifting the snow as well. I drove over I-180 already. The interstate is covered. NDOT working on plowing the interstate, at least 180. I'm trying to work my way towards 77 and maybe I-80 to see how conditions are there, but we are starting to see some crashes, reports of crashes as well. So use caution if you have to drive somewhere this morning. It is not ideal driving conditions at all, even for people with four-wheel drive. I'm seeing that cause some problems as well as those people try to get around the slippery roads in Lincoln and around the county as well. Stay tuned. We'll keep you updated. We'll continue to have reports throughout the morning, Brian.
All right, 10:11 this morning, producer Ryan Swanigan out checking the roads for us this morning. Keep it safe out there, Ryan. Thank you.
10:11 this morning, producer Ryan Swanigan joins us live from the 10:11 Now Weather Shield with a look at some of the road conditions right now. Brian, what's it like out there?
Well, Brad, right now, it's interesting because right now, those of you who are wondering why it's so dark in front of me, it's because we are in southwestern Lancaster County now. We're on South Coddington Avenue, closing in, I believe, on West Denton Road. So this is outside of southwest Lincoln, beyond city limits. Interestingly, Brad, from driving around the west side of Lincoln, roads, as great of a job as I know that city crews are doing, and county crews as well, the problem is drifting. The snow is drifting right now across the area. So, and now again, that's because of the wind gusts here as we approach South Coddington and West Denton. So if you're in a truck, I cannot advise you enough to do not drive like I guarantee you cannot see the lines in the road and where the road is and where it isn't and where the median is and where it isn't. It is that covered out here because that is how quickly the snow is just covering the roads, even as city crews, county crews, state crews plow roads. Be cautious driving across the area with these blizzard conditions going on. And we'll continue to keep you updated on those conditions as they unfortunately continue to get worse around the area. Brian?
Yeah, 10:11 this morning, producer Ryan Swanigan out checking the roads in rural Lancaster County right now. Ryan, we're going to check back in with you in just a little bit.
You know, it's amazing how we just had very mild temperatures, now a blizzard, and then we return to above average temperatures. But right now we're going to check with Ryan Swanigan, our morning producer, and he's in the 10:11 weather shield right now. How are road conditions?
Well, Brad, southeast Lincoln, not good. I've driven from southwest Lincoln where it was all right, but rough around Highway 77 in West Denton. Drove Old Cheney, good in parts, but it is really rough down here in southeast Lincoln. 70th Street, 84th, Old Cheney, all snow-packed already, and the snow is drifting as well. So I guarantee you, those of you driving around in trucks with four-wheel drive, SUVs with four-wheel drive, you have no idea where the lane, the median, anything is on the road, because I'm out here too, and it is very tough to try and figure out where the lanes are if I'm in an area where vehicles have not been constantly driving it, like where we are right now. We're at Highway 2 coming up back to Old Cheney, so southeast Lincoln along Highway 2. It's gusty, it's tough visibility as well. You can see probably up to a mile, and driving into this wind is really challenging. So driving conditions this morning, very difficult if you're out and about this morning. If you can stay home, just about every single agency you can think of is advising you to stay home or drive very cautiously if you can help it. So please do that this morning. If you're driving around Lancaster County, in the city of Lincoln, outside of there, do it this morning. Be safe. Back to you, Brian.
All right, 10:11 this morning, producer Ryan Swanigan out checking the roads for us this morning. Ryan, thank you.